As someone who is quite often behind the scenes of various entertainment shows, I'm used to seeing interactions between celebrities. However, there was something different when I started to notice the chemistry between Wang and Bai Lu in the past few occasions. Not only because they are both popular and charismatic, but because there is a natural warmth between them, something that cannot be made up. The first time I noticed their closeness was when they were invited to the Happy Camp reunion special early last year. Back then, the atmosphere of the studio was full of laughter, but among all the artists, Dylan and Bai Lu looked like they were in their own world. Bai Lu, with her sweet smile, sat down next to Dylan, who looked relaxed but occasionally stole glances at her. I briefly stood near the main camera and witnessed firsthand how Dylan helped adjust Bai Lu's slightly detached microphone. A small gesture, but the look in their eyes at that moment, as if there was a silent language that only the two of them understood. After filming was over, some of the crew joked that they looked like a completely harmonious couple. Bai Lu only chuckled a little, patting Dylan on the shoulder as she said, "This guy likes to joke all the time." However, the expression on his face looked sincere, as if he didn't mind the joke at all. Dylan just looked down with a slight smile, his tone low when he replied, "If he smiles like this, anyone can misunderstand." Everyone around us laughed along, but there was something in that moment, small but warm, that stuck in my mind. A few months later, I saw them again on Hunan TV's Hello Saturday. I was on the production team that day, arranging the rundown for the game challenge segment. From the beginning, the two already looked familiar, joking with each other even before the cameras started recording. Bai Lu came in casual style, a white sweater and jeans, while Dylan wore a matching light blue denim jacket. The makeup crew even joked, "You guys promised to wear the same color." Dylan only glanced at Bai Lu and replied casually, "Maybe this is fate." His remark made the whole team laugh, including Bai Lu, who quickly retorted, "Fate, or are you the one copying my style?" As the show progressed, their chemistry grew. When Bai Lu got into trouble in one of the physical games, Dylan came straight up and offered him a hand to help stand up. His hand had been linked for quite a while, longer than it should have been to simply help. I looked at the monitor and nodded slowly. The camera may have only partially captured that moment, but as someone who looked directly at the location, I could feel there was sincerity there. After the show ended, they sat together in the artist's dugout. Bai Lu looked exhausted but still smiled, while Dylan was busy opening the water bottle and giving it to her. "Drink first, you look tired," he said slowly. Bai Lu accepted with a weak smile, then replied, "You shouldn't push yourself too hard either. I know you just came home from filming." The interaction is simple, but it feels so natural. There is no impression of contrition or mere courtesy in front of the camera. They talk like two friends who really care about each other. Later, I saw them again on Weibo night. This time, they sat not too far away in a row of invited guests. During the commercial break, Dylan was seen leaning over slightly to talk to Bai Lu. He lowered his head with a small smile, and Bai Lu looked at him with sparkling eyes. From my point of view backstage, I could see how comfortable they were talking, as if there were no cameras around. Interestingly, every time Bai Lu's name was mentioned on stage, Dylan always applauded a little louder than the others. A small thing, but clearly showing concern. When Dylan took the stage to accept the award, Bai Lu was seen standing for a moment and smiling proudly. The camera does cast a glance, but from my position, the expression is sincere and full of admiration. Shortly after the awards night, the two appeared together again at a fashion show in Shanghai. I'm in charge of the media team backstage. Back then, Dylan was wearing an elegant black suit, while Bai Lu appeared elegant in a white dress with soft lace details. As they walked down the red carpet, the evening breeze caught the hem of Bai Lu's dress on her heels. Without thinking, Dylan, who walked a few steps in front of him, immediately turned around and helped fix it. The photographers, of course, did not miss the moment, and in an instant, the photo of the two went viral. However, the most memorable for me was not the photo, but the moment after it. Backstage, Bai Lu briefly thanked him in a gentle tone. "If it wasn't for you, I would have been embarrassed in front of everyone." Dylan laughed softly and replied, "If you fall, I'll fall too." Everyone around him kept smiling. Of all the interactions I saw, the one thing that was most striking was how Dylan and Bai Lu always treated each other with great respect. They never overdo it in showing closeness, but there is a sense of comfort that cannot be hidden. Every time Dylan spoke, Bai Lu listened intently. Every time Bai Lu laughed, Dylan reflexively smiled along. One of the senior crew once commented to me, "If you notice, Dylan is not the type to open up easily with everyone, but when he is near, he will be completely sincere." Perhaps that was what made his interaction with Bai Lu feel different. I nodded, because I felt the same way. Bai Lu, with her cheerful and spontaneous nature, seemed to complement Dylan's reserved and slightly mysterious side. Once, behind the scenes of the variety show Winter Special, I had a conversation with one of Dylan's assistants. He said, "Dylan rarely talks about female friends outside of work, but he often compliments Bai Lu. He said he liked the way she was professional but kept warm." I just smiled hearing it. Sometimes, such simple words are enough to describe how a person puts a sense of awe. After seeing them a few times on various occasions, I began to understand why fans love this couple so much. On the screen, they look perfect, but off-screen, their closeness is even more noticeable. There is no attempt to assert oneself, no contrived attitude for the sake of the camera. They share laughter, help each other, and respect each other's personal boundaries. That's what makes their relationship feel harmonious. Even as rumors of their closeness began to be widely discussed on social media, the two remained calm. In one of the interviews, when asked about Bai Lu, Dylan only replied briefly but warmly. "He's a nice friend and always makes the atmosphere so much lighter." Bai Lu replied on another occasion, "Dylan has a caring side that people rarely see. He may look indifferent, but he actually cares a lot." The statement made many fans even more convinced that their relationship is more than just ordinary colleagues. Some time ago, I again saw them at a charity event for an environmental campaign. They came apart, but as soon as they met in the registration area, the atmosphere instantly melted. Bai Lu greeted with a bright smile, "We'll see you again at a good event." Dylan replied in a warm tone, "It seems fate does like to bring us together in a place like this." I stood close enough to hear their conversation, and even though it was simple, the way they looked at each other intimately made many people around smile as well. Now, after several times watching their moments together in person, I can say one thing. No matter what their relationship status really is, both of them have a healthy and sincere relationship. In a world of entertainment that is often filled with hypocrisy, this kind of relationship feels refreshing. Dylan and Bai Lu didn't need to show excessive intimacy to make people believe they were close. Just a look in their eyes, a little attention, and a laugh that came naturally, all of which already spoke volumes. As someone who has worked in this world for a long time, I rarely feel touched by the dynamics between celebrities. But looking at the two of them, I was like witnessing two people who met at the right time. Two people who might not have planned to look good together, but unknowingly complement each other. I don't know what will happen in the future between Dylan Wang and Bai Lu, but one thing is certain. Every time they share the stage, the room seems to feel a little warmer, and the entertainment world has one more reason to smile.